What's up, guys? Welcome to Esports Journal Origins. Today we're here with Harry, otherwise known as Copley, and today we're going to be talking about his past and history in Call of Duty. So let's get straight into it. So, how old are you now?
I'm now 22 years of age, but I started competing when I was 18.
So, were
Yeah.
you already playing COD before then? Were you playing pubs? What was your first COD?
No, my first game in general was like, Halo. I think it was just Halo when I was like 7 or 8 years old on the Xbox. That
Hmm.
was like my first proper game that I played. I played like in like Nintendo games
Yeah,
and the old consoles. But my first COD, I remember I was sat at my friend's house. It was MW2 and I can't remember. I can remember the map. I can remember the name of the map. But yeah, MW2 was the first COD I started playing pubs on, and then started competing in Ghosts actually, like halfway through that,
yeah.
and that's where it all started. So yeah, I must have been 18 in Ghosts. Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, how did you even find out about comp? Because obviously Ghosts, it did boom quite a bit, but Black Ops 2 is obviously, it's like Surge, so you would have thought
Yeah.
Black Ops 2, considering age restrictions and stuff weren't in place at that time. How did you actually find out about comp and get into it?
I met a few people. We played in like a little GB. It was I actually started playing GB, so I don't call it comp, but I played GBs on Black Ops 2, and it was this lot, I would say, called Malibu, who actually Detain, if you know Detain is, he was
Yeah, yeah.
actually a part of it. He was a part of it back then. So I don't know how I got into it, but I just started speaking to them randomly. I think it was from League Play. I must have met them in League Play, and they lived like 20 minutes from me. It was like the weirdest thing ever. So I started playing GBs with them on Black Ops 2, and then leading into that, I kind of like dulled down at the start of Ghosts, and then I saw like the whole comp stuff, so I got into that into the middle of Ghosts. But Black Ops 2 was kind of the wave
The
for me.
origins of
The
Copley.
yeah, Origins copy Black Ops 2 GBs. I was awful, absolutely awful. But I don't think we ever won, to be fair. But it was a good laugh.
To be fair, you've turned out pretty well considering detaining yourself now in positions you're in. Detain's doing well
Yeah,
for himself.
exactly.
Hopefully looking good for the next season as well.
Yeah, just from GBs back then to doing all right. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
So Black Ops 2 is your start, and then you've continued kind of. So Black Ops 2 is just basically where you're at for most kids nowadays. They're just playing GBs, maybe a few wages. I'm guessing you weren't
Yeah,
necessarily into that as much. But so you continue through your career. So you start competing in Ghosts first events. Any
yeah. First events was last event of Ghosts. It was I-52.
mhm.
I think it was an alright event. I mean, there was like it was the last event, so there wasn't stacked pro teams. But we did alright. We got top 8, but there was only a few pro teams there. Um, but yeah, that was with people who a couple of people still play. Rai was in there,
Mhm.
so it's weird to think that I played with him back then when we were like completely nobodies, and now we're like a few people would know about our names. So it's quite weird to think about that. But yeah, Hesh and Kante as well. I played with, but they've ended up quitting.
Mhm.
And then since then, I've been to what I think it's. I can never remember. I want to say it's like 10 or 11 events.
Mhm.
A good fair
Good
few, but it
amount,
all
yeah. You got your
all
experience
started back on Ghosts.
way back when. So we have you
Yeah,
been
back
playing?
in
Oh yeah,
it
go
was
on.
it was also back in so many events we were at. Where was it? Oh, they're now done in Birmingham, but they were done at the Rico Arena. I don't
Mhm.
know where the Rico is, but yeah, they were good. Like a tiny little venue. The main stage was like a couple of chairs and like a little stand. And
Yeah.
to see like where the venues are now, even in Europe,
Yeah.
it's come a long way.
I remember literally just going through a rabbit hole of Dick Soto videos, looking at all the old I series, and just being impressed at how
Mm.
far it's come. It's all just like little convention center chairs and setups,
Yeah.
like 5 stations or something. Well, it's not five, but
Yeah, little broken chairs that literally like barely standing, and then the
Tommy
little
and
main stage with like ten people could watch. Yeah,
clips of Tommy and Swan getting mental on these little stations. It's
yeah,
funny. They're so young. It's just crazy how far it's come. But so you played through IW, not IW, AW. I'm guessing from Ghosts,
yeah.
competing the entire time through Black Ops 3 as well. And then obviously up to present. Have you got any highlights of your career that you could think of? Any moments, shock moments that you, or proud placements, proud anything really? Just
Well, I
things that
mean,
you've
there's
already
one
highlighted.
moment a lot of people will remember
Mhm.
on AW.
Mhm.
I don't really need to get into it too much.
But
Basically, it kind of ended my career,
oh.
and in the same sort of way, kick-started it
Mhm.
in a bad way but good way kind of thing.
Any
But
details
no,
about that?
I mean, I gave someone a career. Desire
Oh.
ended up having an all right career from it. So I did good. Yeah, but
No,
that's weird as
no,
well. That was a
no turned
Trey,
on
and
to
now
anything
he's
going on there.
Trey's doing really well for himself. And then the
Hmm.
two people we were playing with quit. But yeah, it was against Vortex and Desire. We were 5-1 up. We
Oh
went
no.
5-5. We're in a
Oof.
3v1. I'm like, yeah, we're fine. I'm in a
Uh,
1v1. About 2 seconds left.
I know what
Still get
happened.
flashbacks to this day.
It's okay. We've moved on from that. We've moved on from that. It's all good. It's
Oh
all good.
God. No. Also, just any event. To be fair, like you always meet people that
Hmm.
you've occasionally spoken to online, or not even if you like you may not have spoke to them, but like you just know of each other. It's always good to like just see people and just like you're all there, like sharing the same passion of just playing video games. So
I guess
always
that's
good
one
fun.
thing that's like forgotten quite frequently. It's just like anyone the COD is always seen as something where it's like, oh, if you want to go and play competitive, you got to be pro, you got to try your hardest. But there's also the
Yeah,
whole social aspect that obviously your streaming side and
yeah,
stuff just really highlights, and that it can be fun even if you can play in competitive, which is something I
yeah,
just want to see in
exactly.
general. Shed a lot of light onto your stream, does a lot of that, so good for the scene definitely. So speaking of streaming, how did you actually get into streaming? A lot of people want to start out and get big, and you've obviously got a stream that's doing quite well for yourself. So
Streaming was like I streamed. There was two Pro League qualifiers in AEW after the incident that happened. That I streamed, and they did really well. I got like there was like 400 viewers because we were playing like Pulse at the time, which is a French team. We lost to like some Spanish team in the other one.
hmm.
I then so I was streaming like a little bit there. I then quit during Black Ops 3. I didn't actually touch Black Ops 3. I then came back, and it all just started from me. Like I used to play with Tom a bit, and he always streamed, and he like helped me massively.
Obviously,
And
big name,
got back in
Tommy.
got back into IW. And I just thought, you know what, I just want to start streaming. It's something I enjoy. So I always watch streams, so why not try and do it myself? And it just gives like another path or another like way of enjoying what we do.
Yeah, true. Because obviously your streaming career is doing really well for itself. A lot of people know you and your name. Tommy obviously helps you a lot, but you're playing with Tommy,
Yeah,
so you
he's
already
helped
know
me
a lot.
massively. Yeah.
But shout out to Tommy with that one. So you started streaming in AW, did you say?
AW,
But
yeah,
then you
AW.
you probably got into it in IW.
Yeah, so it's been like I don't know when in IW. I don't want to say at the start, but like kind of halfway through I started, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start streaming whatever, literally.
So
And
anything to
then
throw on. Is this like anyone can get into it? Were you using capture
anyone can
cards?
get
Were you?
into it. Like as long as you got a decent, like an Elgato is the
Hmm.
best thing to get personally. A camera's good because people like to see reactions and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And then, I mean, you don't really need a mic. I don't have a mic yet. I just use my Astro mic. You don't even need a good PC. My PC like runs PC games barely,
Hmm.
but to stream it, yeah, it does its bit. So it's not too hard to get into, and it's quite fun. Interact with some people, meet some new people as well.
It's good stuff. It's
Good,
good
it's a
stuff.
good laugh.
Any tips for streamers in terms of like content, what they should be doing? Any advice?
I'd say stream what you enjoy. There's no point, although, like for example, Fortnite was the wave.
Hmm.
I play it twice like on stream because I hate the game. So you don't stream something you don't enjoy because obviously your personality will come across different. Say someone comes in, you're quite like a bubbly person, but you're playing something you don't enjoy. You just be like, oh, look at me, I'm playing Fortnite. Oh, I'm dead. Well, I'm spawning it. I'm dead. So yeah, and stream what you enjoy. Play with different people that like you enjoy playing with because it just brings a different aspect to it. If you're in a big group of people, you get more funny moments and stuff like that.
So do you feel
And
like
be consistent is the main one.
do you feel like streaming's made competing in itself more fun? You've enjoyed just keep staying involved with the COD scene because obviously it's not been like you've not been flying out to pro leagues 24/7 or anything like that, but you've got the
Yeah,
stream going to keep you on your grind and stuff. Do you think it actually does keep you on your grind so you can throw on a stream after you've been playing and you need to keep that consistent so you keep up with your practice and stuff like that competitively? Do you feel like it's
yeah,
a knock-on effect?
yeah. I think so. Didn't you? I haven't actually thought of that. Uh, yeah, because there's probably us. There've been times like I would like instead of scrimming, I'd throw the stream on and play rank play for like a couple of hours before we scrim. I guess if I didn't, I may not even play rank play. I'd probably just sit there and do
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
So I guess yeah, it does in turns help me play more, therefore get better, etc., etc. So yeah, it's helped me grind. And it's something I like. Like I enjoy it anyway. I don't really force myself to do it because whenever I throw it on, I like want to stream, so it's fine.
Hmm. Well, that's always good. I mean, your stream obviously reflects that. There's a lot of people coming to it each day when you are streaming, and yeah, Obviously, you're keeping up with the new games coming out. Everyone's been watching your FIFA streams recently. I've been seeing.
Yeah.
But Black Ops 4 inbound. Forget about FIFA. There's how many weeks now? 2, 3, and
October the 12th. 12
I-
days. Oh, Jesus.
12 days. Jeez, that's way
Yeah.
sooner than I thought it was. That's actually made me happy. Are we going to be seeing a lot of streaming from yourself? Blackout, just a regular. I'm assuming there's going to be.
Yeah, I
some sort of
can't
system.
wait. Yeah, there'll be hopefully there's rank play. So I'll like do the usual, play whatever during the day. Scrims I'll stream, tournaments I'll stream, etc. etc. And then I plan on doing like just subs games after, because obviously it's 5v5 competitive, but Blackout's 4v4.
Yeah.
I can't exactly hop in my team and like play Blackout or something. So it like gives an option that you can just get 3 subs in, enjoy some games. Yeah, hopefully there is a league play system. The rank play one was like a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it was doing well for itself. It was like a.
The start of it
Hopefully
was
that's
alright.
just a shell of what will be in Black Ops 4, and there's going to be a real booming competitive in general just because of the rank play system. That always helps. I remember in Black Ops 2 that was a massive part of the COD scene growing in Europe,
Yeah,
especially.
exactly,
Just
yeah.
everyone would go straight from pubs to that.
League play, yeah, they were good. So hopefully it's more Black Ops 2. Like, I mean, rank play was like, it was all right. It was something to do instead of sitting around playing pubs.
Yeah,
But
pubs were so terrible they felt they had to do something.
there was a lot wrong with rank play, yeah. So hopefully, I reckon they'll do a good job. And the blackout like is massive.
Yeah,
That's gonna be so big. Even just to like play casually, just something good to play. I literally played the beta non-stop, and I don't really like battle royale games, but I just didn't get off it. Literally.
well, it's where it meshes with COD in itself. It doesn't feel like a battle royale as much as it feels like actually are playing COD, and it's something that I didn't
exactly.
think they'd emulate that well, but they've done great for themselves, I think.
Yeah, it's good.
Got any fears for the game going into Black Ops 4? Anything you're worried about, or you're looking for a good year?
5v5 is a bit meh. I mean, I guess they got to do something.
Bridge the gap.
If that's what it is, then who knows? Like, there's no testing. It depends what the map's like, I guess. Because when I was playing just the multiplayer beta, and that was 5v5, it was a bit hectic, but it's either gonna do like really well or be a car crash. I don't think it'll be like average, so we'll find out. I saw like Crim speak, or was it Crim or Scump speak about like we need to stray away from hardpoint completely as well, with it being 5v5. So that was interesting to like listen to. I don't know what the game modes are gonna be. I assume it'll be the standard S&D hardpoint.
Yeah.
CTF. I think it's CTF.
They've been looking at a mode. Do you remember Control from the beta?
Yeah, I did. That's what you said. I did. Yeah, that was a decent game mode, to be fair.
People weren't sure whether they're not sure whether it's going to go from hardpoint or CTF because it's so similar to S&D and hardpoint combined. So that people weren't really sure whether that'd be the third game mode for lack of like a swing game mode, I guess. Something to spice up the series.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need to change up eventually.
But yeah, speaking competitively, going into the Black Ops 4 season, obviously you're going to be teaming and hopefully playing at Vegas. So any plans for teams? Any plans for the rest of the season?
Myself, Briggs, and Zella are still looking for 2. Like, we haven't rushed it too much, which has been good and bad because there's a few players who have like messaged us and we haven't like they've just got back to uni, so I couldn't have like much communication. They've been like moving in and stuff, and then those players got teams, but we'll sort out something eventually. And then get going from day one. We'll go 100% going to Vegas under Cryptics. That'll be good, and do as well as we can. We went to Anaheim with Briggs. We did alright for like I think we had a week's practice. So we did alright. So hopefully, I think it's December. So you got like 2 months.
Yeah. So really,
and there's that ESO event though, which we want to go to in November. I want to say November.
November.
Yeah, Blackpool. That'll be good. That'll be like a. It'll be good to have like before everyone actually goes to America. You're actually going to play the game. Yeah, you're going to
see a completely different thing on LAN.
Yeah, exactly. You get to see what the game feels like on LAN because every game feels different on LAN. Like little bits and bobs, whatever, and just good little practice before Vegas anyway.
So, competitively moving forward, you're obviously looking to do well at Vegas. There's a new system with the obviously coming top 32, makes it a lot easier to map out the rest of your year. But in terms of the amateur league and stuff, if not fallback, is that a good step in the right direction? Do you feel like it'll be more established and well structured than obviously last year's national circuit, which obviously didn't serve its purpose as well as a lot of people felt like?
Yeah, I think there's a national circuit this year though. I feel like there is.
Like a simultaneous thing, and then like at the end of the national circuit they'll go to like
Yeah,
an
because
amateur event or something?
there's the amateur event, national circuits, the pro league and stuff. Obviously, the goal is to get in the pro league. Realistically, I think that's everyone's. But otherwise, just play whatever we can and get better just get better as much as we can and improve at every event. And there's that ESPU are doing their. Oh, I should remember the name.
um,
I
Not
should
gonna lie to
really
you, I've
remember the
completely
name
forgot
because
the name as well, to be
I'm
fair
helping
to
them out
you.
with it. So Genesis,
Oh,
there you go,
Project
Project
Yeah,
Genesis.
you're right.
Yeah.
Boffer's one the
So
other
yeah,
time, but
that'll be good. That'll be a good thing to play as well. Online is like it'll be structured like tournaments all the time. So like
hmm
you're not just playing scrims because scrims are all right, but 5 6 days a week you kind of do the same maps, the same thing. Obviously you're looking for improvements and things like that, but it's nice to actually put it into some competitive practice. But that Project Genesis would be good for that, and then get to as many events as possible. Just keep improving and just do it as well as we can, really, in whatever we like putting.
So, how do you feel like this season all compared to the past seasons? Obviously, IW I feel like had a pretty good structure, but it wasn't necessarily as lean towards the open bracket teams. Then World War Two, they tried, but it wasn't as great. Do you think Black Ops 4 will be uh, another step in the right direction for growth and obviously making it a lot easier for the players to come through from the amateur league, or yeah, I guess the amateur league now to the pro situation?
Yeah, I think Black Ops 4 will be like, hopefully, touch wood, will make COD blow up again,
hmm
like with all the aspects around it. But I read that they may be doing what they did in Black Ops 3, where every pro team has to have a substitute who's an AM or something like that. So
Oh yeah, yeah, I did see
that's a
something
decent
about
little
that.
idea. Like, um, but I reckon, yeah. Although I think the first Vegas is done off World War Two points for
Yeah, it
the
is.
whole
Yeah.
open. I think it's the open bracket as well. So I've seen some people complain, which is understandable because like if you didn't play the game, like you're already at a little bit of disadvantage or whatever. But I can
On the other
kind of
side,
see where they're coming from as
pro
well.
point 5 matches a day grind caused a lot of problems due to
Yeah.
just players getting banned and stuff, and obviously a lot of the amateur players that are just trying to come up having to play like 5 pro point matches every single day just
Not
to get in
easy,
the
especially if you're like working.
yeah,
Say
it's
you
a lot of
work eight
balance.
hours a day, come home at 6. You're home at 6. You got to eat 5 games. Realistically,
You want to be winning most of them.
you want to smash them out as quick as you can, but even like it's just frustrating because there's
Yeah.
games that you play against people who you know you should beat, but because it's a PP, you're a bit like bit lackluster, a bit.
hmm
Oh, I don't really care. You lose it, and then you're like, well, we just wasted another. We got to play another one now, so you got to waste another half an hour of practice. But yeah, has it been confirmed it's 5 a day, or is it just
No,
there
I
as a
don't
P?
know.
I
That was
just think
they
there's a
talked about
PP
last
ladder.
year. There will
Oh
be
yeah,
pro points, they said, but I don't think
yeah,
it'll be as influential at all as it was last time.
yeah. Hopefully,
Obviously, because they can't really keep you going till December just playing pro points every single day until
yeah. I
it's
think
actual solid.
I saw some people mentioning about they may have like their 250 series back, so that'd be good.
Yeah, I did see something about that too. I'm not sure whether that's 100% set in stone, but
Yeah, the
still.
5 a day thing is just it's so stupid.
Yeah, draining on a lot of the players. Even the pros, like they're pros, they shouldn't really feel that they don't feel like they should have to be playing matches every single day. So
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I think I don't know. I think it was one of the red players at the start of the season, or it was Mad Cow. Someone did. They made a good point. Like you wouldn't exactly get. I don't know what the top League of Legends team is. You wouldn't get the top League of Legends team have to play some randomers just to
yeah,
get like
just to make sure they can
points.
secure
Like
that.
you
Yeah,
just it doesn't make any sense at all. But it's the
hopefully
way the
that's
COD
done
thing
away with
works.
this year at least. So
Yeah, hopefully. But we can only pray that the PP ladder is demolished because that is tragic.
Well, yeah, this has been myself, Abe, and Copley. We've talked about your past history, how you came to streaming, obviously your competitive career starting in Ghosts and moving your way up until this point. I think you're in a good place for next year, and we'll all be looking out seeing how you do amongst the rest of the amateur players in Europe. And yeah, thanks for coming on.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me.
Make sure you check out the Esports Journal Twitter, myself Twitter, BasedGODAbe. You can see it on the overlay, and yeah. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode, which should be with The Real. I'll keep you updated on that one. But yeah, stay posted. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.